Okay, once we have the site plans placed and scale adjusted, and this is important to do this, adjust the scale before you start adding labels because it will look different if you label it with items of a certain size, letters of a certain size, and you change your scale on the piece of paper. So this is a part that really needs to be done first. Then we're going to, and that's been done. Now we're going to show and hide appropriate items, add labels, uh, place elevation markers, some dimensions, some north arrows, put the street names on. So we're gonna make this kind of look kind of cool, like it really should. So the first thing we're gonna do is go to our existing site plan and see what belongs there and what doesn't belong there. So here we go. We're going to navigate to the existing site plan, double click, and the first thing is I don't need my project 0 to show up. So I'm going to highlight from upper left to lower right. I held my mouse down. Then I'm going to right click and hide those elements. I don't need that to do what I need to do. Now I have to look and see what's existing and what's not existing. Okay, so this is on my existing. So these building pads are not there yet. And that says it's a roof. So let's highlight that thing and see what's included in it. Roofs, walls, windows, floor plans, floor. Okay, so that can all be right click, hide and view those elements. Okay, because there is no building that's existing there. Now, if I click on this floor, I can do a right click, hide those because that's a building pad. And then what's this thing? That's another floor. Right click, hide and view those elements. And then this topo solid, it's already there. That's sort of a little graded region where there's trees and things. The streets are there. This is here. So this is all done now. Everything's done. Now if I look at my new construction, all of this stuff still exists or is there during the new construction, but I don't want to see this. Right click, hide in view elements. Let's go look at it now on the sheet. Site plans. There we go. So now I can see a difference. Okay, now I have to label some important features. Okay, so let's go to the new construction and label these things. Remember what we do is we go to our annotate and hit text, and 330 seconds looks right. I'm going to use this one that says curved because it's common to do. This is the utility pad. Now, if I put it over here, I'm going to run out of room. So I'm going to need to have it somewhere where I have some open space on my sheet. So this is going to be, and I'm going to make it caps, new utility pad. And I didn't make it all caps. New utility pad. So that's important to know that that's there. This, and I can look at this a couple of different ways. Let's see what it looks like there. Now I can see that this is a building. So I just went to my hidden wireframe style. Sorry, wireframe style to see this. So I'm going to label this as example 400 square foot floor plan on a building pad. Now I'm going to label these 3 building pads. 3 building pads within 50 feet of the utility pad. That's important. So those are some important things. I'm going to show, I'm not going to show the existing utilities. They're going to go on to the existing one. If I want to, I can add a leader. I can make it go to this one, and I can pull that little arrow down a bit. And so I can click on that one again. I can add one more leader because I'm showing that there's 3 pads. Cool. So that is label important features on this view. Let's go to the existing view. And what's important there is to note where our existing utilities are. And you don't really know right now, so I'm going to show you. This one, I've got room off to the right. Existing utilities, which are water, electrical, and data. Those all are in this little zone right here. There's another existing utility right about in here. It's sort of right in this intersection. Existing utility, sewer main. So those are existing utilities. And I might want to show a circle for how far away things are. So I'm gonna add a detail line, and I'm gonna pick a circle. I'm gonna go right there, and my radius has to be like 75 feet. No, 150 foot radius, 150 feet. Oh, and I can't see that detail right now. So let's go look at it. Okay, so I'm going to say some detail lines were turned off. So I'm going to turn that detail on. Unhide the element. Should show up here. Click, left click, unhide that element. It should be unhidden. Not sure why that's not unhiding. It's probably because I have the whole category unhidden. There we go. Okay, and this, I need a piece of text that says utility pad must be inside this arc. That was one of the requirements, is that the utility pad has to be within 150 feet of all the existing utilities. So I picked the farthest away utility and drew a line. So now I've got this one annotated also. So that's label the show and hide appropriate items and label important features. Now I'm going to put on some elevation markers. This is under the annotate spot elevation, and I want to show just some typical elevations. Zoom in here, and I'm going to get onto this one or onto this one. It's not showing, letting me hit those ones. Spot elevation. There we go. I just double clicked a few times. So that's at 5 feet. Let's show where the street elevations are. And let's show, don't know why those are not letting me put that elevation on there. Let me also make sure I pin that. Should let me put one on there. It's probably wanting me to get it right on one of those. Okay, well that's really odd that that's not giving me that elevation. I'm going to have to figure out why.